Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and this is NationStates. Now, I don't know anything about this other than that in the Ronin Pawn Discord server, you guys are so into NationStates that you have made your own chat channel that is the most frequently updated chat channel on the entire server. The other thing that I know about the game is that you've made a world called Pennsylvania, or a land. I don't know what kind of thing you've made, but I've noticed that Pennsylvania currently contains 22 nations, the 613th most in the world. So let's see if we can't up that ranking a little bit today as I create my own nation. New nation, please. We will be creating, anarchic, libertarian, capitalist, liberal, centrist, conservative, socialist, authoritarian, tyrannical, or random. Now, anarchic is that draws me in. I like the idea of an anarchic commune. But I am nothing if not a socialist at heart. Indeed, I am. So suck it, Democratic and Republican parties. We're gonna need a third one. A country should be judged by how it treats its worst-off citizens. Yeah, I strongly agree with that, man. Whoever's being shat upon the most is the measure of which your country's goodness is upon with 4 and 2. Corporations are good for society. No, they aren't. Absolutely freaking not. Not even a little bit. Marijuana should be legal. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. I don't strongly. You know what? I strongly agree. Let's all get high. Grab me. What do you got? You got some of that? Ooh, is it? That's dank, man. The world needs to rediscover its spirituality. Yes, it does. I agree. I'm not going to strongly agree. I wouldn't force that down your throats, but I'll tell you what, there is a difference between religion and spirituality, and I feel as though you've missed that. Because religion manipulates you into doing things that don't make any sense for you, like a corporation. Whereas spirituality is, it's good. It's good. Just trust me, it's good. Young people should perform a year's compulsory military service. Yeah, no, you know what? Because it makes stronger people. It makes better people, all right? You go through that training, you realize that you're not just one individual, you are part of a larger group, everyone has to come together. It's gonna make for stronger human beings. It's just a year. It's just a year out of your life. What were you gonna do? Sit on the couch eating Cheetos? I know. I see what you do in your houses. Don't turn your webcams off. Capitalism is on the way out. Oh, duh. Who would possibly argue that it's not? Without democracy, a country has nothing. I mean, if I'm in charge, what do we need democracy for, really? The best system of governance is a beneficent dictatorship. I disagree. Not strongly, but I disagree. It's better to deter criminals than rehabilitate them. No! Let them do whatever the hell they want, and then make them better when they come in with a year's worth of military service. Our history, violent segregationists recently discovered an undiscovered tribe. Sackers and salvagers, like-minded isolation, that's probably me, I'm just gonna click on that now. Plucky, malnourished pioneers, ethnic cleansing refugees. No, we were like-minded isolationists, yes. We were driven into our own homes in the city of Detroit, where the bullets rain. Nation? The nation is PawnTucky. PawnTucky of Pennsylvania, of course. This is available. You're damn right it's available. Is it a republic, a kingdom, an empire, a commonwealth, a federation, a colony? Oh, give me a minute with this. Yes, let's go with Rogue Nation. Yes, we are a rogue nation. Our flag is... No, we have our own flag. It's Ronin Pawn. It's got my picture on it. It's my face in pixel art. What, is that in here? That's probably in here. I need to find the R's. Here it is, Romania. I'm sure they just misspelled Ronin Pawn. Our currency, I get to name it myself. I don't have to just choose like Romania with a flag. Okay, our currency is the... The beer. National animal, the, small, we have our own language. The small white mouse I saw ducking under the cupboards earlier. Oh, I can't fit it all. The house mouse, definitely the house mouse. And our motto is, reform is insufficient. Revolution is necessary. That's right. And my email address. What? Why? If you forget your password, this lets us email it to you. Otherwise, your nation will be lost forever. You don't want that. Think of your poor people. Nah. And my nation is created. Welcome to the rogue nation of PawnTucky. It is a corrupt dictate. Corrupt? It's not corrupt. It's a benevolence dictatorship. Reforms and efficient revolutionism. That actually does make sense with a corrupt dictatorship, doesn't it? We're in the South Pacific. The rogue nation of PawnTucky is a fledgling, orderly nation notable for its public floggings, state-planned economy, and compulsory military service. The compassionate, cynical, devout population of 5 million PawnTuckians are ruled with an iron fist by the dictatorship government, which ensures that no one outside the party gets too rich. Cynical. In their personal lives, however, citizens are relatively unoppressed. It remains to be seen whether this is because the government genuinely cares about its people, or if it hasn't gotten around to stamping out civil rights. You see? See, it's like, from above, you might look down and say, well, that doesn't look good, but it is good for the people on the ground. You just don't know. Shut up. I rule this place. I will flog them to death. The basket case PawnTuckian economy, worth 36.8 billion beers a year, is driven entirely by a combination of government and state-owned industry, with private enterprise illegal. The industrial sector, which is quite specialized, is mostly made up of the trout farming industry. I didn't remember that wasn't, with significant contributions from beef-based agriculture, pizza delivery, and wood chip export. That's one of our biggest things. Wood chips. Average income is 7,354 beers. And distributed extremely evenly, with practically no difference between the richest and poorest citizens. We're all drunk and high all the time. Did you mention the marijuana somewhere in here? Crime, especially youth-related, is totally unknown, thanks to a capable police force and progressive social policies in education and welfare. PawnTucky's national animal is the house mouse. Did I misspell house mouse? No, I meant it's a breed. It's a house mouse. It's the most of the mice, which frolics freely in the nation's many lush forests, which is why we're so strong in the wood chip industry. PawnTucky is ranked 120,000th in the world and 6,207th in the South Pacific for most rebellious youth, scoring -4 on the Stark-Dean Displacement Index. What in God's name is that? You have a new telegram. Oh, good. Well, what's my new telegram? Congratulations, leader, on your swift and surprising rise to power. Let me be the first to say, I was always on your side. PawnTucky contains 5 million citizens, including myself, and we're all eager for you to steer our destiny. That's the kind of attitude I expect from my people. You will do this by addressing issues. There's also a World Assembly. Now, this is a credible institution. I recommend we gain membership so we can vote on international law. That way, your wisdom and insight can help guide the whole world. It will allow us to endorse other nations in the region so they can tell when they're doing something right and when they're doing something wrong. Flog them all! I won't take any more of your time. I can see the line outside, and national destiny doesn't just manifest itself. Good luck. Your humble servant and #1 fan, Max Berry. Well, I don't know who this Max Berry is, but he sounds like a good bloke. So how do I change my location in the game? How do I move my country into Pennsylvania? Okay, I'm in Discord now. I'm asking, how do I join Pennsylvania? Do I need an invite? Oh, the abridged hero is typing back. Someone is always around in the NationStates channel. You made a nation? Hooray, says the abridged hero. I did. You don't need an invite, but you need a password, he says. The password is Pawn for Prez. All one word. Now don't go joining Pennsylvania, everyone. Do it. Do it. I searched the world for Pennsylvania, which is spelled incorrectly. There's supposed to be a Y in there. There it is. There it is, Pennsylvania. 22 states. That's the one. How do I join it? Move PawnTucky to Pennsylvania. Yes, I'm doing it. And the password is that. Move it. Success. PawnTucky is now located in Pennsylvania. I hope I fit in. I hope people like me. Yes, now that's the flag I was talking about. Screw Romania. That's what we do. Now that I have relocated my country to the best place on the internet, I have some issues to address, apparently. Should democracy be compulsory? Absolutely not. No, because the way that you measure the virtue of your democracy and whether it's working or not is to see whether people actually turn out to the polls. If they're not turning out to the polls, then you're doing something wrong. That's why I didn't vote. I mean, by the time this video comes out, that's why I didn't vote. I won't. I refuse. The debate on the issue, compulsory voting makes about as much sense as having the death penalty for attempted suicide, says civil rights activist Marklene Skinner. You can't force people to be free, you can only give them the choice. Besides, if all those derelicts who can't be bothered to get off their butts once every few years voted, who would they elect? I shudder to think, screw you! Screw you! In a two-party system like we've got in America, voting for either of them is throwing it away. And in my state, you can't vote outside the two-party system unless they manage to get on the ballot. You can't write it in. It's a complete racket. Screw you, Marlene Skinner! This raises an interesting issue, says Oswald Grossman, your brother, and that is, why do we need elections anyway? Seems to me it would be much simpler if you just decided what was right and did it. Wouldn't that save everyone a lot of time? You know, Oswald, I would have allowed for democracy. I totally would have. But the fact that they put that in there and, give them the choice and they can't get off their butts once every few years and vote. Screw you. You live in my world now, bitch. Elections have been outlawed. PawnTucky's political freedoms fell from rare to outlawed. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. You do not deserve it. Government simplifies political process. Yes, that's how I would put it in a headline. Retirement problem solving itself, economist says. Government shuts down troublemakers. We're doing excellent. Paper factory built too close to match factory. Coroner rules. Oh, goodness. Woman dies in elevator shaft mishap. Look at she probably shouldn't add elevator. Oh, and my postcards from PawnTucky. Protector knows best, don't I, though? I think I have some more issues to address. Citizens struggle under unfair tax burden. Well, let me do away with that for you. Do you know how much of my year's work goes to the government? Demands angry worker Nomathembapong. Too much. Government spending has gotten way out of control. It needs big cuts in welfare, health, and education, but leave those subsidies to business alone. We need them to create jobs. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to think. Just let me get back to you on that one. I'm just gonna have to think about that for a little bit while, and I'm gonna just I'll send you a memo, Nomathembapong. It's not the amount of tax. It's where the burden falls, says student activist Jazz Magellan. And at the moment, far too much of the burden is falling onto the poor. People on high incomes still have more money than people on low incomes. I don't think I need to say anything more than that. You don't! You make an excellent argument, and I love your music, Jazz. I don't object to the amount of tax, I object to where it's being spent, says social reformer Will Hamilton. I'd like to see everyone have a choice as to where their beers go every time they fill out a tax return. Everyone would feel a lot better about opening their wallets if they had a say as to where the money went. I think you'd see a lot more public money going to education and a lot less to business. Yes, I've tried trusting the public before. It doesn't work. Flog them! Flog them all! Legislation passed. The talking point, high-income earners pay a 100% tax rate. That's right. You couldn't be bothered to give anything back to the poor? Welcome to being poor. The PawnTuckian economy fell from basket case to imploded. That's by your judgment. National parks proving rather popular in my country. Financial planners advise more retirement planning. Government, a true role model, parents say. Modern films too confusing, audiences complain. Aren't they though? Have you seen Black Mirror? What the hell is going on there? Oh, I like this game. Uranium deposit promises to enrich PawnTucky. Well, are we going nuclear? Apparently, a prospecting company named Nukes for You has uncovered a large uranium deposit in PawnTucky's southwest. This is a terrific find, claims Nukes for You CEO May McGovern. It will provide an enormous stimulus to our economy and create thousands of new jobs. It's win-win. All we need from the government is permission to bulldoze the rainforest that's on top of the deposit. I'm considering it. You've got to be kidding, says Green politician Don Peters. This rainforest is thousands of years old. This country needs more environmental protection, not less. And to destroy the environment in order to mine uranium that then goes into nuclear bombs, well, that really sticks in my craw. There's a surgery for that. Just get it out of your craw, man. We can find a middle ground here. There's no need for an either-or decision. All right, now we've got some sense talking here. We can preserve most of the rainforest and allow mining a small part. After all, think of the good that the money from this uranium deposit may bring to PawnTucky. Indeed, this is very, very reasonable, I think we're doing. Mining industry sees blue skies ahead. 2 stabbed in parking dispute. This is why I don't trust you to vote. PawnTucky wins international attention, the good kind. Excellent. Aristocrats welcome rising income inequality. Aristocrats welcome rising income inequality? Really? You see, everything is on the up and up. Yes, the sun always rises. Exhibit low unemployment. We've done it. Just one more issue to deal with now. Tiara sign of oppression, declare feminists. What? PawnTucky's upcoming hosting of a major international beauty pageant has upset some citizens concerned about the message it puts across. These beauty pageants are a disgrace to women everywhere, shouts feminist campaigner Tembo Ho. I know that name. Where do I know Tembo Ho from? They objectify the female body and reinforce negative stereotyping. They celebrate the appearance instead of the personality. What message is this sending out to our children? Do we want them to think shallowness and vanity are virtues? Ban beauty contests. We must focus the education of our progeny on ethics and equality or suffer the consequences. I am with you, Tembo Ho. I agree that the pageants should be banned, pontificates renowned moralist the ever-so-slightly Reverend Johann Licorice, but purely in the name of moral decency. All these fashion stores that sponsor these contests make lots of money from this blasphemy, and that is just plain wrong, as is the bothering to read the rest of that. What in the name of all that's decent and good are you talking about, exclaims Georgina Laine, leader of the egalitarian civil rights movement. Everyone is equal, damn it. Obviously, these pageants will always be sexist unless they're open to everyone. Admiring women only for their beauty is an insult to their intelligence and the beauty of men. It's duly sexist. Open up the pageant to both sexes. I just flipped my position. You are genius, Georgina. No, boys, please. Let's just host the pageant as is, all right? Implores Catherine Gratwick, one of PawnTucky's most celebrated models. No matter what you think, appearance is important. Mine allows me to pay for all the dresses I want. So no, I don't think there's anything wrong with telling kids that you can make money from being pretty. In fact, I think beauty contests should be held at schools every year. Fuck on this, and she would because she's a whore. Max Berry is this year's Miss PawnTucky. Max Berry, the fellow who supported me. Wage rises put spring in step, money in pocket. Tourism industry braces for influx. Retail industry reports surging sales. Diverse options for PawnTucky's varied youth. I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to the best country that has ever existed. Sign up today for PawnTucky and join us on Pennsylvania on NationStates. It's fun, I think. I've been playing it for 15 minutes now, so I think I can make a, decision there. Oh, the papers cost 1 beer each, do they? That's unfair. That's too much beer. Flog them! Flog all of them! Pawn out.